Okay, great opportunity in front of us, heading down to a division rival. Obviously, like we talked about, haven't seen them since week one, but excited about the opportunity. These guys have worked very hard this week, and then we get to finish strong on Sunday. With that, I'll take any questions.
Has Tevin cleared concussion protocol yet?
Not yet. Yeah.
If he does, is the expectation that he will start at right guard?
Yes.
Never wanted to miss a snap all year, so did he push back on this, or was it just no question that he couldn't play?
Yeah, I mean, this kid, as you guys know, has been unbelievable. So for him to play in that game with the injury he had is absolutely remarkable. And then he can't go this week. So I cannot say enough good things about Carson Swessinger. I've said a lot of good things. I can't say, it's just incredible what he means to the middle of this defense. He's just a great kid, but in context now with the injury he had, for him to play in that game the way he did is unbelievable.
Isn't it being a long-term issue for
No.
Carson?
About David Njoku being rolled out, obviously,
Yeah.
in this one, and how unfortunate the injuries were again for him.
Yeah, disappointed for Dave. Just saw Dave here walking in here. Yeah, it's part of the game. Obviously, it's sometimes you're unable to go because of your body, and he'll work real hard to get as healthy as he can get. But yes, disappointing for him, and that's unfortunate.
It's his last year contract, right? So everything's uncertain. You've been here with him for a long time. What has he meant to you? What's he meant to this organization?
Yeah, I think you guys have talked to Dave over the years, and he and I have a very unique relationship. He thinks I didn't like him when I first got here, which is not true. I just told him the truth, and he didn't like that. But to watch him mature and become a leader, the energy he brings in the building, the unbelievable plays that he's made over the years. I always think to that fourth down versus Tampa, where he was banged up on. We tried to throw him a screen the play before he got tackled, twisted his leg, and so he's got a bum leg, and he goes up and makes that catch. So I think the world of the person. Obviously disappointed for this season and the injuries, but think very, very highly of the person.
Hey, Kevin, I just want to say this. I'm not going to be in Cincinnati, and I really hope this is not the last time we get to talk to you face to face. I think you've had to deal with things, especially this year, that were unfair, that you had to coach a team that was, especially on offense, that was inferior to the teams that you faced. So I don't expect you to answer that. I just want you to know that's how I feel.
I respect that from you, as you know, and you guys know this game it is never going to be about one person, and that includes me.
Revisiting Swessinger for a sec, would you go so far as to say that he played at an All-Pro?
Yes. Yeah, name a level, Mary Kay, and the answer is yes. I mean, he's an All-Pro. He looks like the other All-Pros out there. And for him to do it as a rookie in the middle of this defense has been incredible. If it sounds like I'm stumping for him, I am. But I have a hard time imagining there's another rookie out there that had the impact at the level he had for the amount of games and what was his playtime percentage. I mean, it's off the charts. He came back to play in that Jets game off of an injury that a lot of people wouldn't have come back to play on. So, yes, the All-Pro, yes. Whatever else award you want to give him, yes.
Along those lines, Harold being rolled out.
It's a fun one. Yeah, keep going.
Last week, he gets injured Friday, fights to play. Like, what about his mentality to fight through?
I'll try not to repeat myself. He's a fun guy to coach and I say that from a schematic standpoint, there's no shortage of things you can do with him. And then he is so competitive, and that's one of the things we saw early on with Harold, just like his competitive blocking. There's tight ends that are bigger than him, but he sticks his nose in there and blocks through the echo of the whistle. Competitive in the pass game, strong hands, but really a fun kid to coach. I say kid, and I think that's appropriate because he turned 21 after we drafted him, but is the right makeup. He's a guy that we've enjoyed thinking of ways to get him the football.
what with Therrell specifically, what do you feel like is the biggest thing he needs to do to take that next step? Is it just natural?
I think there's natural progression with young players like we've talked about, and everybody's on a different trend line, if you will. But where he is now, and just continues to work on a bunch of different areas, small and large, and get stronger, all those type of things. I do think that's a young man that can just continue to ascend and ascend.
It's not a long-term thing for Carson.
Right.
Can you say what he played through last week?
Yeah, he had a quad muscle injury.
And then with Dylan, is he back to being the backup this week, Gabriel?
Yes. Should be good. Yeah, good to go.
Any young guys like that with Carson and Harold and Quinshon and all these rookies that you had this year? I mean, how do you just feel about this roster and this team, even though the record is?
No, I feel, and we've talked about this rookie class for feels like the whole season, and I think that my main point to you guys still is true. They're all really, really, really good players, and that's exciting. But they're also the right people off the field, and they're the right workers. They will all develop into their own forms of leadership, and that comes with time. But just how diligent they've been from the jump. There's some rookies that you're chasing them around to get them to things. This is not that class. This is a group that has pushed each other and has been as good off the field as on the field.
It's not time for reflection, but when you look back at all those rookies, how important or how much more did you have to be a little bit more patient in the process with having so many rookies in important roles?
Yeah, I think the thing there is once you're playing for us, I know you're a rookie in name certainly, but the old days of bringing guys along slowly, and that you can have a plan for a player and then they're in there early. So once they're in, you trust them, and you forget the idea that they're rookies. And that's us, that's everybody, that's the league. Once you get to week one and they're in there, you're counting on them.
Have you seen that overall, Kevin, in your coaching career, how young guys are more mature and ready to go than perhaps when you were a first-year coach?
Maybe, yeah. It could be the nature of college football and some of the money that they're making, and maybe that creates different environments for guys now, and there could be something to that. But I think it's so specific it's a case-by-case basis with a lot of these guys. And but the thing to think that they're finished products when they get in to the NFL is not the case. These guys, they're all players that will continue to develop and get better.
Shador, as you head into this final game, his final start for you guys. I know we've asked you a couple times about what you want to see from him in his final game, but just what are your thoughts on him as you?
Yeah, obviously, just I can put in the context of this game, Mary Kay, and tell you I'm looking forward to him continuing to build on all the good things that we're doing, and there's areas of improvement that he's working very hard on, we're working very hard on, but continue to put your team in position to win football games.
David said that he didn't think that you liked him at first. Have you had that sort of experience with any other young players where you just kind of got to get them used to your coaching style?
I don't. Yeah, listen, I try to be. I'm myself, and that's what I'll always be with our players. Dave's a unique person, as you guys know. I think the world of him. And like all of us, we're all going through it. We're all going through things off the field as well, and you got to work, with each other when you're going through those things, and you got to, be there for each other when you're going through those things. For all players, I'm saying. But yeah, that's a unique one.
Tight end you didn't like?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
I mean, watching your post-game speech and just how those guys pulled together in a late game like this, just in general. Do you feel like there's maybe kind of something special about this football team, this roster, even though the record doesn't state it necessarily?
I know, that's for us, Mary Kay. It's not really big picture for us. It becomes small picture for us, and we zoom in and what's in front of us, and that's what I appreciate about this group. And we're not really looking in the rear view, and we're not looking at too far ahead down the road. It's like, what's in front of us? And that's the fun part of this business, is these opportunities that we get to compete week in and week out. This one, a division opponent, they got us the last time we played. We remember that in week one. So we want the opportunity to even the series, and we want the opportunity to compete against great players with really great coaches. That's the exciting part for us.